Alright, what is up guys? My name is Shea and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I am back with another cool and awesome video, as you probably saw by the title. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my videos, because a lot of people were really asking for me to do that. Now you're probably saying, well, why didn't you upload this on your Roblox tutorials channel? Well, one, because that channel is completely dead, and if I did upload it on there it would probably get 0 views, and two, I thought it would be a nice idea to do it on this channel, because on that channel I actually do my editing different than I do it on this channel. In fact, over time I'm thinking of uploading more and more videos on my Roblox tutorial channel, but the problem is that some of those videos are going to be a little bit more lower quality, I guess, over time goes by, because uploading more and more videos does take a little bit of a toll on me, and so I kind of have to put a little bit less effort into my videos to upload more and more content. Basically goes for the same on this channel, but yeah, either way guys, I thought it would be really good to show you guys how I edit, because again, like I said before, a lot of you guys have been asking me to do this, and I myself thought it would be a really good idea to make a full-fledged tutorial on how I do it completely myself. Of course, you don't need to follow along with everything that I'm doing. I'm going to be showing you a little bit of stuff that I do. It's possible in any editing software, guaranteed, I hope. I'm actually going to be using a Logic Pro X to make this tutorial. Logic Pro X is, no, not Logic Pro X, my god. Final Cut Pro is basically the software that I use to make my videos and stuff like that. Again, it's a little bit more of one of those professional softwares. It's only available on Mac, but if you're on Windows or something like that, I definitely recommend that you use something like Premiere Pro, or I've heard people use Filmora or something like that. I'm not sure if I would recommend it, but iMovie is also really good too. Basically, any good software that you can get your hands on, if you have money or anything, just get it. But yeah, either way guys, I'm just gonna hop over to my Windows so that you guys can see how I make my videos. Alright guys, so now we are in my editing software. Now again, if you are familiar to editing videos and stuff like that, I would at least recommend that you have a little bit of familiarity with how video editing works. Of course, for the sake of this tutorial and this video in general, I'm going to be adding as little editing as possible so that you guys can actually kind of see and get a little bit of a feeling of what it is like to, I guess, edit videos very similar to me. So usually what I like to do in my software, and you can do this in any software, is what I do is I create a new project. In this case, for my software, I just go to new project, and in this case I'm going to call it Shea video or something. I type very slow, so I definitely apologize for that. But basically, now that we have our new video, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller. Again, I'm going to try my best to make sure that I'm using resources that you guys have access to, no matter what editing software you are using. But the first thing I normally do, you're probably wondering, well, there's a blank screen, Shea. Well, I expect you guys to completely have recorded a video. In this case, I have a video completely finished that we can actually use. I'm just going to blur this out for a second here. So I'm just going to drag this into my project right there so that it's in my timeline. I apologize for that, and we'll go back to full screen now. Basically, once we have this in, the first thing that I do is I calculate this video. So this video took me approximately 21 minutes to record. Now, I kind of have to write down a few things here because, you know, a 21-minute video is a little bit too long, especially for a tutorial video. I mean, tutorial videos are normally long, and that's cool and all, but I think I kind of want my video to be a little bit shorter. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of think about what I want here. So personally, I think the threshold of this video I want to be about, I think 10 minutes would be a good video. 10 minutes because 10 minutes, if you're a monetized channel, you can actually add ads in it, and that's pretty cool. So I kind of want to get money here, but at the same time, I also kind of want the video to be a little bit shorter. So in this case, what I do is I kind of just investigate the video. Do I like this video? Do I not? In this case, I'm 100% using this video, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make two simple cuts, one at the beginning and one at the end. end. Now the beginning one, very important. The reason why I'm making this one at the beginning is because this is where I want my video to start. In this case, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to cut the beginning of this video. Again, you can cut depending on how your editing software works. In this case, so we have our first clip cut, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way to the end here, and I'm just going to cut the end of the video. So now we have the first part of our video cut, and if we go all the way to the end of our video, we have the end of our video cut. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select the clip at the very beginning of this video. Again, this is the most simple way of making a video. I'm just going to delete this clip, and I'm just going to take a listen to see if this is what I want. Alright, what is up guys? My name is Shea, and welcome back to the Roblox Tutorials YouTube channel. I think I kind of want this a little bit louder. So in this case, if your volume's a little bit low, what I like to do is I like to adjust the volume. Again, normally I would add a microphone sound effect. I actually have a very special microphone sound effect right here, which is called Shea Microphone 2. If you don't know what this is, basically it's a mixer, and if I go to my audio presets, you can see that it has a channel EQ and a voiceover enhancement. If your editing software has any of these presets, I would highly recommend you use those, but again, it's not necessary, but you can kind of see how different it sounds. Alright, what is up guys? My name is Shea, and welcome back to the Roblox Tutorials YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be teaching. Like, it sounds a lot more professional, it sounds a lot more loud and beautiful. It just sounds, it makes it sound a lot better. But in this case, again, I want to make sure that everybody has access to what I'm doing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete those clips, and I'm going to increase the volume of clip, and hopefully it'll sound a little like this. Alright, what is up guys? My name is Shea, and welcome back to the Roblox Tutorials YouTube channel. And I'm pretty happy with this introduction, as you can see. So the introduction sounds good, so I'm just going to go to the end of the video and see if the end of the video sounds alright as well. I actually have to delete the clip at the end here to see if it sounds okay. And I'll see you soon. Peace out my friends, and have a great day. Beautiful. I think that sounds perfect. So now that we have all of this done, the next step to creating our video is to start cutting clips. Now, normally, when I'm cutting a video, basically I just zoom in my view so that I can look in really closely and see these little spaces right here. Basically, every single time when you look at the audio waveform, you will see these little tiny spaces here that have absolutely no audio. And what I do is I take my cutting tool, and I just cut on those spaces, and I'll just usually do this for a very, very long time. It's very time consuming, very, very annoying. I wish there was a way to do this much faster, but normally that's what I do. But for this video, to keep things a little bit more simpler and a little bit more quicker, because I don't want this video to be like 40 minutes long here, what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to go all the way to the beginning, and I'm going to zoom out my view a little bit. And anywhere where there's these large spaces, these large spaces, that's where I'm going to cut. So in this case, I kind of see a large space here, so I'm going to play it to make sure that it sounds okay. Script. Actually, death server. In this case, I'm not really happy with this, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that nice big little boundary there, so that way we have this nice big space. There's also another big space right here, so I kind of cut it so that it goes from the end to the beginning of the next one. And then I kind of follow along the video, and I do the same thing here. Again, don't worry about these little ones here, because again, this is a very simple editing tutorial. Normally, I would add a lot more stuff here, but in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut where there are these nice big spaces. In this case, I'm just going to go throughout the whole video and kind of check to see if there's any of these spaces, so I'll kind of do a little bit of a speed ahead. And once we are done with completely cutting all of our clips here, the next step to creating our video is to select this portion of the entire clip. And what I like to do is basically, depending on your editing software, basically you just deselect the clips that you want to keep, and then you delete the clips or leave them selected. So in other words, I'll explain this a little bit further here, but then I would just delete the clips like that. And so I'll kind of continue this forward here. So see these clips right here? I have a whole selection of clips here. What I do is I just drag my cursor so that it selects all the clips. And then I'm just going to press Shift or Command or whatever your editing software uses to deselect clips. And then I'm just going to press delete on my keyboard, and that'll delete the clips. Now don't worry, if you accidentally select deselect all the clips that you want to delete. Don't worry, you could just press Command Z or Control Z, depending on what type of computer you are using. That way it'll just undo. In this case, I'm just going to speed through and just delete all these clips here so that you guys can see. Alright, so now I'm done deleting the clips that made the video a little bit too long here. Now, normally, again, like I said, I would make the video much shorter, but because this video is going to be way too long with me trying to make this entire video short, I'm just going to go over, again, the basics of how this works as well. So in this case, I actually have an intro for this channel, and the intro for this channel is a Roblox tutorials channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go into my recordings, and I'm just going to find where I stored my beautiful intro. In this case, I'm pretty sure that I don't know where I put it. For now, I'm just going to use this Shea intro right here. I'm just going to minimize the Final Cut Pro window, and then I'm going to open up my Finder or whatever file system you use. In this case, I'm just going to do that. Of course, this is my old intro that I used to use when my character was red. So I'm just going to go back to full screen here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a black screen in my solids, and then just put it right on top to where the green screen starts. In this case, the green screen starts right about there, which is perfect. So in this case, we are good. Now, your editing software, I'm not sure if your editing software has it, but it should have what we call a keyer. Now, a keyer basically removes a green screen, or maybe it's called a green screen remover or whatever. iMovie has it, my application has it, but basically in my application, I just go to keying and then I go to keyer, and then what I do is I can select the color that I want to key. In this case, it already tells that I have the green screen on, so if I actually play this here, alright, what is up, guys? It actually looks really perfect, so that's perfect. So now that we have our intro in, our intro looks pretty cool, and then we can actually just copy this black background here. Again, the reason why I'm using a black background for this is because it's kind of like my foundation. It's where my intro goes and where my outro goes. So that way I can kind of overlay my clips. Of course, your editing software should have this. If it doesn't, you do not need to worry about this part, but for my sake, it's important for me to add in those clips. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Now in this case, a little bit of a mistake happened with my keyer, and this is because it didn't select the green color. So in this case, all I have to do is I have to go to my sample color, just drag. For your green screen keyer, it should probably work fine without you having to do that. So in that case, you should be okay. Just make sure that the intro kind of overlays over your video so that it kind of goes over the green screen and your entire video. So in this case, we'll just see if this works. So much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Peace out, my friends, and I think that's a little bit cheesy, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drag out the end clip so that we can actually hear
Peace out,
my
friends,
voice.
and have a great day.
A little bit too late. Again, you can kind of experiment on your own accord.
Peace out, my friends, and have a great day.
I think that sounds pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag my other clip, make sure that the sound is cut right at the end of the video. And there we have our intro and outro. Now, something a lot of you guys know about my videos is that I add music to it. Now, I would actually recommend that you use my music, but the thing is you actually need a license to use my music. You can actually search up things like non-copyright music. In this case, I'll show you kind of what I do here. Alright, so after 1 hour of trying to completely install that stupid song, I was able to get it, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag it. Nope, that's not the song. I named it Thing M4A, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag it in here, and then I'm going to drag it right behind my intro. I'm just going to lower the volume to about 25 dB. That's usually what I lower it down to.
I'm Shea, and welcome back to the Roblox Tutorials YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make death effects. Now, this was actually recommended.
Now, that's pretty much the basics and essentials to making a video. Honestly, if you guys want to learn more, or you would like to learn a little little bit more about how to make these types of videos and stuff like that, honestly, leave a comment in the description saying that you would like to. Of course, this is the more basic form of making videos. It's basically just adding an intro, an outro, and then adding music. In this case, I would also recommend duplicating the music several times. So just Command C to copy, Command V to just paste it all the way until the end of the video. Again, this video is a little bit long, both the video that I'm currently recording and the video that I've been editing inside of this video. I would definitely make sure that you record your videos to about 15 minutes long, and then once you're using my strategy of editing, it should go down to about 13 to 12 minutes long, which is a good amount of time to make a video. But either way, guys, I hope you guys found this tutorial a little bit useful. If you didn't, that's fine. Tell me how I should improve. But if you did, yeah, just let me know. But either way, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out, my friends, and have a great day.